What up, what up, what up? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Yes, it's me, April Love, here in Boston, wishing you a blessed time. Truly hope you're finding reasons to smile, laugh, enjoy life, appreciate everything and everyone around you. So, I don't know if you're going to hear the music. We're going to try it. See who comes in. You can tell me if the music is playing. No, no, no. What up, what up, what up? No, no. Put it on. Yes, I did. Yes, 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 yes. You okay? So you have a tomorrow now. And I'm gonna try. That's a good thing. You have a good breakfast for dinner, right? That's what usually cook right today. I just cook my steak, so there you go. All right, so just waiting to see anybody comes in. So we should get out and not throw stuff. Raw dinner being slow cooked chicken with roasted potatoes, tomatoes, hello to whoever's here. Say what's up in the chat. And I am back, so let me take that down. So I don't know who's gonna see this, but I pray that you're having, that everybody's still healthy. My brain is a little distorted right now. Hi. That's my brother. No. So if you fast forward to this part, I'm going to say my intro again. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. Yes, it's me, April Love here in Boston. Wishing you a blessed time. Truly hope you'll find a reason to smile, laugh, enjoy life, appreciate everything and everyone around you, especially these days. I'm enjoying my sherbet ice cream, creamsicle ice cream. If you can, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, give this a thumbs up. If you want to know what else I'm up to, I'm also on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. All my links are in the description below. If you didn't know, I'm an artist, poet, musician, and just overall creator. If you look around my channel, you'll see a little bit of everything. I try to be transparent, share what I can, although I've been a little inconsistent the last couple of months. This week has been a little bit emotional and um, just kind of um, hello to whoever just came in. Dave coming in, whoever you are. Say hello. So couple of things going on this week. My aunt, for those of you who didn't know, one of my aunts is in the hospital with um, COVID-19. She's been in the ICU, sedated for about 2 weeks now. I just found out today that she's doing a little bit better, but she's not out of the woods yet. Also, I found out a cousin on my family, a cousin of my father's, of my father, was rushed to the hospital last night with a shortness of breath, high fever. That's my cat Shorty behind me. What are you doing? He's being a little annoying. With it, I'ma show you how to. Just checking something real quick. That's weird. Hey, Tiana, how are you? That's weird. Appreciate it. Um, so I have one aunt in the hospital, sedated. My my father's family's cousin family. Um, she was rushed to the hospital last night with high fever and shortness of breath. And then I found out another aunt was tested positive, but doesn't have any symptoms, which is, I guess, a good thing. I gotta do something. So I gotta change the music around because for whatever reason it doesn't play through the computer anymore. But what was I gonna say? But on top of that, I think a lot of us might be going through this where we're a mixture between fear and gratitude, right? Where we're fearful of everything that's going on, worried about everything that's going on, but it's making you count your blessings. You know, if you still have your job, you're grateful you have your job. If you're not working, but you're still able to pay bills or put food on the table, you're grateful for that. And of course, if you're not sick, you're grateful for not being sick. But seeing all the people that are suffering and everything that's going on, you know, your mind goes back and forth. For the most part, I've been in positive spirits, but I know I'm like, there's a part of me that's just like everybody else, just not very confused and not knowing, not comprehend, like trying to make sense of it all. In like how, in just the grand scheme of it all, that the whole world is going through all of this, right? And then on top of it, those of you who have been watching me for a long time know that I work at a horse track in Boston, or race horse thoroughbred racetrack. I think I had it too without knowing. When I wasn't making that many videos because of the cough that I had, and I didn't do any lives because I didn't want to hack a lung on air on video. Um, I think, and that was back in February. I think, I think I had it. Make sure you hit the like button, by the way, and hello to the third person in here. Well, I actually think there's only two people because I think I'm the third person because I get this open. Oh, I am the third person. Because I opened it up on my phone. So I'm just gonna let that play off to the side. But yeah, those of you who know that I work at a thoroughbred racetrack in Boston know that, a couple times throughout the year I would work in the stable area where the horses would be. Well, they recently just tore down all the barns, and um, I think I've been very quietly depressed about it, and sad about it, and scared about it. Because I've worked at my job for over 15 years, and the stable area was, the play was my second, like my home away from home. I spent most of my time at my job in the stables with the horses, and to see the security office back there, just completely not. It's not there. And I took a couple of pictures and video clips, and I'm not ready to put a little video clip of like the stables being there, it being active, and then nothing. I honestly think that's one of the reasons why this week I didn't really do much. I didn't make that many videos. I mean, even TikTok, and you know how much I've been talking about TikTok for the last month, the last couple months, like since October. Um, I've been talking about TikTok like crazy, and how like it keeps me from being fully depressed or whatever. And what was I gonna say? And this week I made a couple of TikToks, but not half as many as I normally would make. Usually I'm making at least one or two a night, if not more. There's also another platform I'm on called Rizzle. Um, I would be making videos on there. Like I haven't really been making. In Tiana, I know you watch my Instagram stories, so you see how little I've been posting. I haven't been doing as much this week. Also, the the beginning of this week, there was an incident that happened at work. Um, Somebody in my job got fired. It, and I probably shouldn't say too much, but um, someone got into the building the video that I do a lot of my videos in at work when I'm at work. Somebody actually couple guys got into the building last Sunday, and they were there during the shift before mine, and the guy that works before me wrote on his duty log that he did a security check of the building that we're in, but the camera showed that he didn't do his round, his tour, and the guys that got into the building were on the second floor, um, tearing memorabilia photo pictures off the wall, and they were up there for a couple hours. when I finally went and started doing my first round for my shift, I saw them in the distance, um, not knowing yet what they were doing. Like I honestly thought it was a maintenance guy at first. Then I saw two people, and as I was getting closer, I think they spotted me and ran off. And initially, I wasn't really startled. Like I was like, I was startled in the sense that like, is this really? Is this what I think it is? And instead of me running back to the security office or running out of the building, I ran towards where they were. Because like it was still like sinking in what I'm looking at. And I saw them take off. I was like, they just went to something doesn't seem right. Why did they? Like if it was like I was trying to still piece together whether I saw maintenance or if this was really somebody in the building that wasn't supposed to be there. I got up to where I saw them, looked around real quick. They tried to break into a instant, a scratch machine, lottery scratch machine. But they didn't get it open. I must have, they must have, I must have distracted them long enough for them not to finish. But yeah, I had to call the police. They brought in a K9 to search that part of the building because it's a huge building. We believe that they just took off out the closest store. And I wasn't like my boss was more concerned, like was concerned that like he was like, if you don't want to be there, I completely understand. I want to get you another person to work with you. Um, because what if something actually happens? You know, he seemed more scared or worried than I was. And for me, I was like, I said, I think for me, it's not, it still hasn't fully registered because I wasn't like up close and personal with them. They were in a distance. I wasn't 100% sure what I was seeing. Ran towards them or started to go towards them. They left before I got up to them, which is obviously a good thing. And I called and I did what I was supposed to do job wise, call 911, call my boss, you know, and write the report. And I the rest of the week I just kind of went about my job like like any other day. Um, I mean, I was a little bit more cautious while I was doing my round when I first got into work, and I watched the cameras a little bit more this week. But you know, between what's going on around the world, what's going on with my family, the stable area being torn down, and seeing this, and having that happen, yeah, I've been a little shut off and withdrawn, especially this week, and getting a little emotional when I see certain things on TV or hear certain songs. But just want to see how long I've been here. So the I did a little more work on um 3D looking picture from last week. I did a little more work on it. I am gonna. gonna put a video together, so I'm not gonna finish it on camera right now, but I'll show you where it is now, if I can find it. There you go. So this is where it is now. Get a little closer. Not quite sure where I'm gonna go with it, but I'm liking where it's going right now. Looking good. And I haven't been working, but haven't been working on any Love Lift tracks. But um, I'm slowly getting the itch to start working on one or working on some kind of song. Um, to try to like, cause all right, so that guy JT Liborn that sometimes I share the duet video with, the guy that has the JT shirts and hats, but and that they got he does the name of his brand, or what do you want to call it, is the JT way, which stands for Just Think. Um, and I did a little like free kind of free freestyle rap to one of my one of the tracks I was working on. Some of the music I was working on a while back, and recently I was thinking of that rap, and thinking of the music that I started making, and I was like, I want to make a full song out of that, and not just for Just Think or the JT way. It'll be cool to incorporate it, but I want it to be something that's just something uplifting for what's going on right now. You know, um, and I want to like the video. Like I kind of have an idea for a video concept right now too. Um, the thing is like the music that I used for the little freestyle. It starts off kind of dark, not dark, but kind of on the like darker side. I feel like dark is not the best um thing. Let me see if I can find the freestyle rap, and you'll hear the music. So I don't actually. I have the music on my phone. Well, let me see. Right, Tiffany. Tiffany needs to take a time out from TikTok and come hang out. She's been like obsessed with TikTok the last couple of days, or yeah, the last few days. So right. All right, let me. I gotta go to my. I don't know if I'll find it on here, but Trying to see if I can find the if I can't find the actual video, I'll try to just bring up the music. I did either. My mother's watching one of my TikToks. Help. Where is it? So next week, I'm thinking of doing an art class, another art class. I'm going live on. Maybe it's further up. I know I shared it on here somewhere. What is it? Night about. Keep finding my live stream announcements. Hold up. I'm determined to find it now. I don't know where it is. I know I've posted it at least twice, or maybe once, but I can't find it. Anyway, you'll recognize the music. Let me see if I can find my music. Nope. Nope. This one I did. I think it was this one. Yeah. Just think what you can. Like, I want to take this that sounds a little dark and somewhere, into the music, kind of make it more upbeat. Just think. Because I like that flow, but because like I'm still thinking just think, and I know the guy that JT LeBorn, he's usually very upbeat and happy and positive and trying to spread smiles and all that. I want to put that energy into the song, so like starting it like this, be like just, mm, just think what you can. Just think how you can change the world with a smile, right? So I have that, and like keep. I think I still remember the original um, lines I said, like to the freestyle. Um, like keep that going, and then somewhere into the song, kind of like be like, just think if we could dance to this, and like just kind of make it a little more upbeat, make it more TikToky, and try to come up with like some kind of little fun TikTok style dance to go with it. So now, if I can actually just get myself to do it, just think how you can change the world with a smile. Just think. Yeah, I think everybody's like that to some extent. It's getting started. That's the hard part. But once you start, it's like, and you don't get interrupted, you can stay focused and do quite a bit. There goes my boy Shorty. Shorty. What up, Shorty? Yeah, Shorty's the cat. Just kind of looking to see what he's doing behind me. How long have I been here? I don't know if I'm gonna stay on too much longer. Um, because I am still kind of feeling it. The only reason I would want to stay on longer is I gotta kind of stay up tonight because I go back to work tomorrow night. Depending on what store you go to, yes, but we have multiple supermarkets in the area. Um, but they're moving fairly decently. At least when we've gone, we tend to go either first thing in the morning or like just before, like an hour or so before they're gonna close. Like today was Saturday. The supermarket that I've been going to, or we normally go to, before all this would be packed, especially on a Saturday. They've been closing a couple hours earlier than normal. Um, but the last couple of weeks we've gone, it went the line went around the corner of the store. Mind you, it's not like New York where like everything is either in confined spaces or whatever. Like we actually have you know more shopping platforms and stuff. So in shopping centers, it's not as condensed. So like the supermarket I go to, it has its own section, right? So um, it's on its own little island, I guess you could call it. But um, the line goes around the corner, but it's not like the whole length of the building. It's like one one third of the building. Um, and the lines have been moving fairly decently. It's like once a couple people, a handful of people come out, they let a handful of people in. And it's a lot, and in the morning it's obviously a lot easier because not too many people are willing to come in at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. So hello to whoever else is in the chat. I'm thinking it might be Tiffany. She might have actually pulled herself away from TikTok for a minute. Shall see. We'll get the music back up. What was the last song that was on? I don't know. Let's pick a random one. Hello to whoever is stalking me. If you're gonna sit there, at least hit the like button. If it's your first time to a live stream on YouTube, it's Remy Moore. What up, Remy? The lurker. Appreciate it, my friend. Glad you stopped in. How you doing in all this mayhem that we got going on around the world? Look, hey, look, guys, it's Remy Moore. Yay! So glad you came in, Remy. How you doing, Remy? Glad you can spare a few moments, Remy. Yeah. Um. So yeah, I don't know if you probably didn't hear what I already said, but here, actually, the city that I go to get my groceries, which is right next to where I live, supposedly has a higher infectious rate than even New York City. Yeah, I hear they're doing that too. Public transportation. They started enforcing masks in the stores now. When I went to the supermarket today, they actually stopped someone from going into the supermarket. It was like you can wear a scarf, you can wear something, but you have to have something covering your mouth, nose and mouth. Well, that's good. So far here, I've lost count, but right now I have family that's been affected. I have an aunt who is in ICU, sedated. We had a cousin that got rushed to the hospital last night with shortness of breath and high fever. She's now in the ICU. I also found out another aunt was tested positive but doesn't have symptoms. So, and where I work out in the parking lot, they a testing have the testing sites for first responders. And apparently the city right next to me where I go the city I go food shopping in, supposedly has is one of the hot spots because it's a very high trafficked and condensed city. Like a lot of public transportation goes through there. A lot of the people that live in that city are first responders. Um, from the supermarkets to the police to just people having no choice but to take public transportation. Divine Tiffany, you finally pulled yourself away from TikTok long enough to come say hello. It's about time. So Tiana, I know you used to live up here in Boston. Um, So you know Chelsea. Chelsea is a big hotspot, and they're comparing it to the number of people possibly infected or affected as high as New York. They're actually comparing it or saying that Chelsea has even more you know is almost as they're saying that it's even a higher hotspot than New York. In the market basket in Chelsea, that's what I was talking to. I was talking about again. You lived up here, so you might be familiar with the market basket in Chelsea. That's where I go food shopping. MBTA workers are being tested positive. Um, the old the soldiers' home up on the hill. Couple people in there tested positive. That's the other big thing right now. I don't know if it's the same in New York. Yeah, well, I can hear your phone from out here, so we're even. Strains and everything. Or didn't you live in Lynn? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Didn't you say you used to live in Lynn? Not, well, maybe not Boston, but Lynn. Okay, then I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm sorry. Then who was I thinking of that wasn't your screen name used to be Foodie? Could have sworn. All right, now I'm confused because I could have sworn you told me one time that you had family that lived in Lynn or something like that. But my bad. Maybe it was somebody else. My bad. If the person was living in New York, lives in New York. Okay, I thought both my cats were back there, but apparently not. Go back to bed. Well, he was in my bed, right? And I tried to get him something and he doesn't want it. Alright, so since Remy and Tiffany are here, I'll show you the latest on the 3D drawing I was working on. Not fully done, and I don't want to do it on the stream tonight, but I am making a video out of it. And next week, I'm thinking of doing another art class stream. So I'll decide in the next few days and try to push myself to promote it so people know whether I'm doing it or not, so they can be prepared. And Tiana was asking me about hold on. What was I gonna say? All right, so if the ferries are running every half hour, are they packed more? Are they packed with Are they more? Do they have more people on them now, making it the complete opposite of what they wanted? No, it's my job is not closed, but they did tear down the stables at my job. 'Cause last year and the year before, I was showing video of the horses in the stable area. They've officially tore all that down. I took a couple of pictures and video. I'm just not ready to show it because I have an emotional attachment to it. And like it's just it's messing with my head to look into that area and see nothing. Like it's completely flat, like flat ground. There's no buildings. Like I said, the last thing that they tore down was the security office where I did some of my videos. And even just to drive by the fence and not see one of the barns. Um, and just to see that come down, it's a mixture between I've been there for so long, and it's the sign of my job. It's is definitely going to be ending there at some point because that's only one part of the property. When they decide they want to start working on the other side, then I may be out of a job. you know. So so it's sad, it's depressing, it's scary, it's certain and uncertain all at the same time. It's just overall emotional. Most certainly, prayers for everybody that we stay safe, that we're able to take care of ourselves. They're just building more condos and more stuff we don't need. They've been developing around here like crazy. We'll see. I mean, I'm still working because the other side of the property, the building that I do my videos in, is still up. And, even though everything is shut down right now, they need someone to patrol the building. So, I'm very grateful to still be working, you know, in some capacity, that I'm still working at all. So, and, Remy and Tiffany, Tiana already heard all this, but, on top of watching or seeing that, the stables were central worker. um, but yeah, Tiffany and Remy. Um, so on top of you know seeing the rest of the stables come down this past week, and then all of us being concerned for ourselves and family and our communities, with everything going on around the world. I haven't even, if you watch me, you already know I haven't been posting much of anything this week. I did a couple of TikToks, but nowhere near what I normally do. But someone, I found someone in the building last Sunday night, um, trying to break into stuff. So, and a coworker got fired because they were in the building while he was on duty, and he didn't. He wrote on his log that he did a patrol at the time that they were up on the second floor pulling pictures off the wall. And when I saw them, I was doing my first round at midnight, and they were down the other end of the building. I initially thought it was a maintenance guy that's usually on site. Then I saw a second person, and instead of me running in the opposite direction, I was walking faster in the direction of where I saw them. They must have saw me as I was walking and took off. Um, but it's believed that they just ran out the building. But when I got up to where they were, I saw damage to one of the lottery scratch machines. So they were obviously trying to break into that. And I had to call the cops and all that stuff. So, and ironically, I wasn't too shaken up, and probably because I didn't have to actually confront them. I mean, I was running towards them instead of running away from them, and and it was definitely. I bet this is the first time that anyone's ever been broken into the building while I was there, or was actively doing something in the building while I was there. But yeah, like I said, the guy that I usually relieve, he got fired because they were in the building during his shift, didn't see them on the camera, and he wrote on his log that he had patrolled, and they saw the people on camera at the time that he said he was patrolling. We got raccoons running through the ceiling and through the building. I'm glad you guys came in tonight. It's nice to see some of my regulars, my homies, my peeps. Hashtag love crew. Oh, and found out they were there the hard way. I was watching the last night. You don't do snakes. You gotta love I got this little guy behind me. I mean, when I see it, sometimes I'm just grateful because Shorty. Nothing else has happened. Shorty. Mhm. You find the French bread and I don't remember to use it. Tomorrow morning, tomorrow noon, some French bread. I just love his markings. He's got like the perfect black line going through his mouth, and he's got the soap patch like dead center of his chin. Okay, well, okay. I'm tired, but I can't go to sleep, so. I got stuff on my mind, so. So I was telling Tiana, because she asked me if I've been working on any other Love Lift tracks, and I really haven't. I haven't really worked on any music in maybe a month or two. No, more like maybe like 2 3 months. Um, I have this one track that I like where it is, but kind of had an idea to change the tempo somewhere. After if I actually decide to make it into a song, um, and I kind of want to make it something, to motivate people and inspire people. Um, and I was telling Tiana, Remy, I don't know if you're on TikTok at all, um, or if you're aware of a guy named JT LeBorn. He started this movement, so to speak, called Just Think. He's got, his logo is a J that looks like it's smiling in the letter T. Um, and the whole concept was just think how you can change the world with a smile. Because he saw a lot of the negativity that was online and decided for his TikTok that he was gonna just do silly dances, and you know like most YouTube lip sync and all that, but he wanted to use it with the intention of making people smile and feel inspired and just be themselves. And it's kind of growing into this bigger movement or this bigger project. And the last track that I was working on, I kind of used it to do like a 1 minute like little freestyle thing, um, to in honor of the Just Think idea. Um, and recently, because of everything that's going on around the world, I was kind of thinking of actually using that as double a double thing. One as the next Love Live track for JT LeBorn and the Just Think movement, and as just a part, something to uplift and inspire people with. And but because JT LeBorn is most known on TikTok for the dances and the upbeat and uplifting music, I was like, the music is a little on the darker side. The music is still on the darker side, or not darker, but kind of on the less upbeat side. And I was thinking of, I want to see if I can figure a way to keep the initial, the initial sound, but somewhere after the first verse or, chorus or whatever I decide to do, let it, get more upbeat that I can do some kind of like TikTok style dance. And this is the music. Right. So with that, with that, Like I'll see how much of the I don't remember the exact like freestyle, but I'll play with it for a minute. Like like I said, at some point I want to get the music to be a little bit more TikTokish, so I could do a TikTokish type dance to it, and use like obviously like a 15-second segment that I could do it with. But right now it's just an idea. Just think how you can change the world with a smile. Just think how you can change the world with one thought, one breath, one step. Just think how you can change the world with one quarter, one dime, one dollar. Like maybe like there, kind of like uplift it a little bit, upbeat it a little bit, upbeat the tempo a little bit. A future bass track. I gotta learn how to. It's all good. Don't worry about it. As you can hear in my voice, I'm just getting more and more tired. And even when I end this, I gotta do some other videos for another platform. If you can see my eyes. Nice. Yeah, I'm still editing. Well, actually, I edited most of the art video for that um, drawing you saw, and I just have to record. I just have to finish the art piece to end video. But I really need to push myself to get back into making consistent videos. I gotta try to make a schedule for myself. Or I'm gonna give it like 5 more minutes so I can go work on a couple other videos. Yeah, and I was going good for about a week or two, and then I dwindled out, and then all this stuff started happening, and was a little confused and a little out of it, and then what happened this past week happened. Um, I'm not blaming any of it, but I was saying to Tiana, or because she was the only one in here, is that I think a lot. I think all of us are kind of like in between being really worried and concerned about what exactly, like we're still trying to comprehend what's really happening right now, but at the same time, finding, really being forced to find things to be grateful for. Like, really, like, generally be grateful that you can still go to a supermarket, that you can still actually get any kind of food. Those of us that are already able to work are still able to pay bills and keep a roof over our head, and that our health is still intact as much as possible. You know, I had someone earlier today. So if you saw my video earlier, I posted a quick 1 minute, like 1.5 minute video, shouting out our local restaurant because they did. One of the owners of the restaurant. Um, I've been going to this restaurant with my family for the last couple of years. Like, we go for birthdays and Mother's Day or whatever, and we gotten kind of friendly with the with one of the owners. He usually ends up waiting on us, and I always end up doing it like a little kind of video or show photos on Instagram or something. And when all the restaurants being closed, you know, last week and this week he had posted something on Instagram, and I keep leaving comments going, I can't wait to come back and have the pumpkin waffles. I can't wait to come back and have my breakfast. And he kept on insisting to let him um, bring food to us, to my house. And I was a little hesitant because I'm like, I as nice a gesture as that is, everybody's hurting right now. I'd rather pay for it, but I don't have the money to pay for it right now. You know, and he was being really persistent. I'm like, oh, it was kind of making me a little uncomfortable. But the other day he posted again, and I said again, I miss you guys. I can't wait for my pumpkin waffles or pancakes or whatever. He's like, we miss you too, but I'm mad at you because you keep avoiding me. Please um let me make food for you. And then I finally caved. Right. So what was I gonna say? So I finally caved last night and messaged him back, and I was like, I told him, I said, I really don't want to take advantage. I go, I know you have workers and they need to get paid, and you know, I let me at least pay, even if it's just half. He's like, no, it's my pleasure. I love your family. He even asked about my mother, and I was like, okay, fine. And I looked at the menu, and I was like, because when we go, one of the reasons why I was very hesitant is we can very easily spend $100, and we have spent $100 at that restaurant because we don't just get the waffles; we get the waffles and the eggs and the sausage, and you know, we can, like I said, we can very easily, like, without thinking it, and like I'm looking at the menu, I'm like, I don't want to take advantage like that. I don't want to like get what we would normally get or whatever. So I was like, how can I make it somewhat inexpensive? How can I keep this relatively inexpensive? For that restaurant. So I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna ask him for 4 waffles, enough eggs for like 3 people, and some home fries, and leave it at that. Instead of getting like their full on plates. Right. And I like doing that. If I like the product, I like the restaurant, or I like something from the restaurant, I have no problem doing that. There's a local Italian restaurant here in East where I live that every now and again when I order from them, I give them a shout out. They've actually been on, the Italian restaurant has actually been on dives, drive-ins, and was it diners, dive-ins, and drive-ins and dives. With Guy Fieri. It was featured on one of those shows. But when I go in there, like I shout out like the one thing that I usually buy from that restaurant. Because not every restaurant has the particular dish or whatever. And then with the breakfast spot, you know, I I I told them, I said, okay, like I said, okay, you know, how about this, and these few things, and I'll make sure to make some kind of little video just to give you a shout out, and have people, let people know more about, to order from the restaurant or whatever and stuff. And he was like, sounds good. So, and then he texted me this morning, or after we finally got the food. I surprised my family but with it too. I didn't even tell them till just before it was get coming. I was like, so we're getting waffles and eggs and home fries. And their home fries or hash browns are not home fry hash browns. It's like they griddle like a slightly dried out mashed potato, but they season it and grill it, you know, to give it a nice consistency and flavor. So like it's a unique take on, you know, hash browns or home fries, whatever you want to call them. It's really just griddled, I guess you could, yeah, grilled top mashed potatoes and stuff. But you saw the video. If you watched the video, if you saw it, you could see how good it looked. And it tasted. They make a pumpkin waffle that I get every time. He even said on top of it, he already did this, and he's like, while we're still in quarantine, like while we're still shut down for dining in, you know, whenever you want breakfast or whatever, text me anytime until you can come to the restaurant. And I'm like, my mother's like, oh, so we could do that every week? And I was like, no, we're not gonna do that every week. That would definitely be taking advantage. The first time he offered, I told him, please get, help, give to someone that's in more need than us. We're still able to buy groceries and get what we need, give to someone else that could really use it. And then obviously I eventually caved. Sunny Stormy, how you doing? Thank you for making it in. I appreciate it. Hit the like button. I'm trying to stay awake right now. Might help if I have some water. So just a heads up, since you guys are in here, there's a 50-50 chance that next Saturday night I'll be trying to do a online art class, live stream, art live stream class, or something like that. Oh, I know. You have it in your head, and you procrastinate, but you know you need to get up and do it, and you go, okay, I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna do it now. You don't do it yet. I'm gonna do it now. I gotta do it. But let me do this first. I gotta do it. I'm gonna do it now. But I gotta do this first. And then you play with your phone, and then you go make a sandwich. Then you turn on the TV. Then you go watch something else. Then you do something else. You know, and then you're like, crap. I didn't do it. What was I gonna do again? So I'm slowly climbing up the TikTok totem pole. I am currently at 830 followers, I think. At the cars and going to the live streams. See. Yeah, I am at 833 followers on TikTok. I'm also on another platform called Rizzle, um, which is very unique in the way that it's a pretty unique platform. I think it used to be called Rumble, um, but instead of like you just leaving a like or leaving a comment, yeah, another 166, yeah, 166 followers, and I could go live on there. But Rizzle, somewhat interesting platform. So instead of leaving like written comments, well, I guess it's called Rizzle now. And instead of you leaving comments, you leave video responses, which really cuts down on um, trolls and negative people just being negative and haters or whatever, because they're not, anyone that doesn't want, anyone that doesn't have the balls to get on camera is not going to leave a negative response, because they don't want to be, they don't want to take that chance of being seen or heard. um and they're making it easier for people to get sponsorships, and in like viewer to viewer sponsorship, not like just you get to a point where actual companies want to sponsor you or whatever, but to the point where if you have people following and they like your content enough, they can sponsor your channel. Any for whatever amount they want to give. There are like flat rate sponsorships, but like if someone wants to get sponsor you for 60 cents, somebody actually did that for me. And they have contests all the time for you to be able to win. $50 here, $100 there, a couple hundred here. So it's pretty interesting. And I mean, I don't know if it's the same as it was when it was Rumble, if it was Rumble. Um, but now they have, on your profile, you can put your YouTube channel, your Facebook, your Instagram, you can put most of your platform links. And if you have a website, you can put that link as well. But it's really stripped down though. Like you at the moment they don't have like any like crazy filters, and you, as far as I know, you can't like upload your own full minute video. You can What you're able to do is the first 15 seconds or so, you have to record on the platform, and then they let you upload up to 30 seconds of a B-roll. Nice. I wouldn't mind some of that. But I gotta get my I gotta get it back over 1K again. What am I at right now? I'm at 956. 956 subscribers. But that's cool. I think what's his name? Sketch Art. I think that's his name. He's become he's doing really well on TikTok with his art videos and his live streams, and I think it's helped his YouTube channel as well. So I think he's doing some of the Amazon stuff as well, at least for like art supplies and whatnot. So I think he's doing pretty good too. Same with me, because Rizzo contacted me. They wanted me to do a 30-day paid um like survey trial of the app, where I would have to respond to up to 15 videos a week and do a couple of surveys for them. And they came through. They came through in with paying what they said they were going to pay. So yeah, no, even on my about page for my channel, and in the description for my videos, I got my email address. Well, you should know that about me already. If you look at my channel already, I might not be consistent with my uploads, but I'm pretty consistent, or I'm pretty up to date with with my you know what I have in my descriptions and what's on my about page. I haven't added Rizzo just yet, because recently they were taken out of the Google Play Store, and according to my contact person, they said that they're working on some stuff, and hope to get it back into the Google Play Store. Although I did hear a different rumors, but I'm not gonna listen either way. Apparently, there's another way to be able to download the app. So if you're interested in this, contact me and I'll see if I could get the link to share. Nice. And they send you the products instead of like trying to get you to buy the product off their Amazon channel page. Well, that shows it shows that it's a more legit thing. I feel like if someone wants you to promote their product or whatever, they should be offering you something for it instead of sending you the link to their page and going, here, buy one of the can you review one of these products, and you're the one who has to buy it. Welcome back, Miss Tiffany. I don't know if they do. I don't think they. We're not talking about Rizzo and product reviews. Remy is doing product reviews. Ah, okay. I don't know if they do product reviews on Rizzo. I know there's one woman. I know there's one girl on Rizzo that I saw that like she does, makeup tutorials. I haven't really watched her videos because I'm not into makeup. So I don't know if she does actual product reviews. I know people do, like any platform, people like to do their unboxing. An example is someone on Rizzo actually bought one of my shirts. I didn't even know they were the ones that bought it until I saw their video. Someone bought the My Dream My Reality T-shirt, and then did a video, showing that they had bought the shirt. Nobody else has bought anything since, but I was stoked because that's the first person that wasn't a friend or a relative to buy something and promote it and shout it out without me asking. I was like, I did a response video too. I was like, dude, I know that shirt. You know why Shorty's on the here? He's just trying to stay near me. Right. Nice. I tried to do the affiliate thing, but I don't have enough followers. I don't have enough subscribe. Like I don't have enough of an audience for people. Not yet anyway. Yeah, I didn't have any sales, so they shut me down. I did once I'm able to I don't want to try again until I actually have, you know, some kind of, I got you guys, but like until my following grows a little bit more, where I have, people that will actually check out something that I suggest or something I use in a video. I don't want to, start. Yeah, I don't want to start like the Amazon thing again until because if I can't even sell my T-shirt, if I can't even get enough traffic to my, even if I don't sell a T-shirt, if I can't even get enough traffic of people just curious enough to look at my website, then I'm not going to be able to get them to go to Amazon either. That's the part I gotta figure out. Like, I don't care. I honestly don't care about the numbers in in some respects, but I care enough to the point that like I know I need an audience for people to have any interest in what I want to sell. True. Plus, I need it. Like as far as product stuff, I feel like I need to do you know more. Maybe not. Maybe I don't have to do niche specific, but like like if I'm gonna do artwork, I should be putting out an art video every week to get that audience so I can promote something artsy from Amazon or whatever, or make a weekly video where I'm just showcasing something I already own or something. We were talking behind your back. Yeah, right. Exactly. Well, I didn't say what we were saying behind your back. For all you know, we were just praising you. I just said we were talking behind your back. I didn't say what specifically it was. Don't mind my mother walking by with toilet paper. I know it's not what you usually do, but come here. Up, up. Trying to see if I can get him to put his paws on my shoulder. He doesn't know. He wouldn't normally do it, so he won't try. He won't attempt it. Hey, come here. Come here. I love you. Come here. He won't do it. But his tail's trying to choke me. Come here. Come up here. Up. He's a little clumsy. Hey, come here. He's just a little too excited right now. All right, you have a good one, Remy. Appreciate you stopping in. And I'm just about to hit that 2 hour mark. So I think I am going to head out myself. I think 2 hours is a nice round number. So Tiana, Remy, Sunny Stormy, Divine Tiffany, my homies, my love crew. Appreciate y'all coming in, hanging out for a little bit. Means more than you know, especially when I haven't been posting as much, but you still keep coming back, checking out my stuff, showing love. It means so much. With that, I am going to end it. I pray that everybody stays in good health, that we're all provided for and taken care of in every way we need. Pray that everything going on in the world right now is healed and we get back to some level of normalcy, whatever that is for us as individuals and communities. Um, Now that I'm thinking about everybody. As always, like, love, share, inspire. Don't forget love is everything. I'll see you next time. Much love.